When you start carving, make sure you've got a tidy environment, make sure you've got your knife, everything that you need before you start. What's important is to hold the knife properly, hold the knife firmly. When you're holding a knife, sometimes you see people hold it and they're just holding it like if they were, just walking around. But when you hold a knife, you've got something important here. You have to hold it. You hold it, with a lot of confidence, and then turn it to the side. Same with the chicken. You take your leg. You can see when you pull the leg, you can see that there's a gap here in between the rest of the breast and the leg joint here. So what you do, as you pull it away, you can see the movement there. When you turn to take off the leg, you'll see a lot of people working just with the point of the knife. The knife it's like a tennis racket or a golf club. You have to use all of it. Come back up under here under the wing bone. Now this little bit can be tricky. You're going to move with it, otherwise you won't work properly. Use the heel of the knife to go down and through. Use the whole length of the knife to go through with it. The joint of the leg of the duck is much firmer, it's much harder to get off. So you have to be really hold down, good movement, so that you break away the little joint there. If you're carving a duck, the duck's for 2 people, and you've got a table of 6, so you've got other main courses that are coming with it as well. You have to make sure that there's a good communication with the kitchen, because you can often stand there carving and looking around, and you think you look good, and you've got your cufflinks out, and you're giving it all the full Monty as a professional carving. But you have to make sure the rest is following as well. Otherwise, you just get disjointed in the service and the food goes cold. So again, now you have to get the leg and give it a good sharp in the middle. And you'll see that the leg is generally much pinker than the rest of the meat. So what you normally do, you'd put this back on here. You get the other leg. Very important. And that looks easy, but if you don't get it right, you can be there for 5 minutes trying to find the joint where it goes through. So that generally you would give back straight away to the kitchen. They can put it back in the oven and comes back out on a salad or with a little vinaigrette dressing. What's also very important when you're doing a carving like this is to make sure that you're standing well. You've come out of the kitchen, the chef has given you this beautiful piece, present it well, and when you're carving, stand up. You can't stand up completely straight, but often you see people carving something that are getting a bit engrossed in what they're doing, and the more they get engrossed, the more they go down and down and down. It doesn't look good. You have to stand up and be proud of what you're doing and show that you're professional. And the stance is very important as well. Yeah. So the next step is to go in above the wing bone, and this can be a bit tricky as well sometimes if you don't get the right place. So that's nice, not taking off too much of the flesh from the breast, which is important. So again, just above the wing bone here, in. And down. Push to the side so you've got a nice clean board. Always keep your board clear. Okay. And don't forget, you want to make this look good. You want to feel good doing it, and you want your client to feel good, and you want chef to be happy that he knows you're doing a good job with it. When you're putting down the plate as well, you've been very proud to present it. You've been proud to carve it, but stand up straight. Stand up as straight as you can when you're doing this. And then when you put it down, there's nothing nicer sometimes than putting a plate down with 2 hands. It seems to give more respect to the dish than just putting it down with one hand. And just as you say, there we are, so your duck, red wine sauce, whatever it might be.